Neville Goddard once said, "If you assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled more often, you would be the master of your fate." Famous for his belief in the power of assumption and imagination, this quote aptly summarizes much of his work. You have likely heard of concepts such as the law of assumption and the power of manifestation, but if you are here, you probably still have some questions. Have you ever pondered the existence of a force so potent it could turn your desire into reality? Is the law of assumption a profound truth or just a fanciful notion? Today, we will embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of this fascinating concept. This law challenges us to question our preconceived notions about manifestation and invites us to explore the limitless power residing in our minds. The big question is the law of assumption a genuine force shaping our reality, or is it just wishful thinking? We are about to find out. As we dive into this exploration, we will discuss the enigma of the law of assumption and all that it entails. Make sure to keep watching. First, we begin at the root of it all. In our quest to understand the law of assumption, we cannot navigate this concept without recognizing the luminous figure who paved the way, Neville Goddard. So, who is Neville Goddard? Born in Barbados in 1905, Neville Goddard was not just a mystic but a pioneer in the field of manifestation. His teachings, rooted in mystical interpretations of biblical concepts, resonated with truth-seekers around the world. Neville's journey led him to explore the transformative power of assumption, and his wisdom continues to echo through the corridors of time. Of all Goddard's principles, these stood out the most over the ages and established important connections with our theme today. First, imagination creates reality. Neville fervently believed in the creative power of imagination. He often stated, "Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled," emphasizing that your imaginative capacity shapes your experiences. Central to Neville's teachings was the concept of assumption, the idea that assuming the feeling of already having our desires aligns us with the energy necessary for manifestation. Ask yourself, what would it be like if I already had that money, that job, that relationship, that dream trip? How would I feel if I were truly at peace? Find that feeling in that reality, imagine it, hold on to it, and act consciously in line with that reality. Assume this reality and watch the rest fall into place. Neville also encouraged living in the end result of our desires. By mentally residing in the state of already having achieved our goals, we alter our consciousness and attract corresponding experiences. Consequently, you must slowly learn to script your own reality. Neville advocated the use of inner conversations and mental scripting. By consciously directing our thoughts and internal dialogues, we script the story of our lives and influence our external reality. As crazy as it may seem, he also believed in the power of revising past events through imagination. By reimagining and revising past experiences, we alter their impact on our present and future. Being one of the most important teachings, everything we have discussed so far is centered on the law of assumption. As a child, you start life seeing it through a very distorted but beautiful lens. You are full of wonder, curiosity, and wild imagination. Why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? Do hobbits live in the distant mountains? Can I touch a unicorn? All these musings of a child's unfettered imagination probably make up some of our first and last encounters with true magic and wonder. However, as we grow older, we see and touch less and less of that magic. Soon, Santa Claus becomes a ridiculous and fanciful character, the color of the sky and grass no longer fascinates us, and the question, why, becomes more than a distant thought. At some point, we forget how to reimagine the world our way. We forget to assume that our lives could be exactly as we wished. Now that you have gained some insight from Neville Goddard's wisdom, you already know, in essence, what his teachings revolve around. Let's delve into the core of this exploration, the law of assumption. What exactly is it? At its root, The law of assumption is the recognition that our assumptions, beliefs, and feelings shape our reality. Neville Goddard urged us to transcend the limits of wishful thinking and fully embody the assumption that our desires are not just possible but already realized. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. Assumption is the soil that nurtures the sprout of your desire until it blossoms into your lived experience. It is about living from the end result, not merely wishing for it. In simple words, it is a concept that says, you must assume the feeling or reality you desire, somehow, that reality will find its way to you. Now, this may sound like grand wishful thinking, but walk with me and discover the difference. Wishful thinking often involves passive daydreams and desires without clear intention or conscious engagement. It is like tossing a coin into a fountain and hoping for a miracle without actively participating in the creation process. On the other hand, the law of assumption is a conscious and intentional act. It is about assuming a state of being and embodying the emotions associated with the desired outcome. It is not passive, it is an active engagement with the creative forces of the universe. Wishful thinking may leave you yearning for change, but the law of assumption empowers you to become the architect of your reality. It is not about waiting for your ship to come in, but about setting sail and navigating the seas of your assumptions. As we explore further, you will understand how the law of assumption transcends wishful thinking, providing a tangible path to manifesting the reality you desire. Now, let's uncover how exactly to apply the law of assumption in your daily life. You surely know what the concept involves, but how can you turn these principles into tangible practices? We are getting there. Number 1, clarify your desires. Start by clearly defining what you want, be it a career goal, a relationship, or personal development. Specificity increases the power of your assumptions. I would recommend cultivating the habit of writing these things down, whether in the form of a journal, a to-do list, a mind map, or a vision board. There is something about putting pen to paper that helps solidify your goals. Number 2, create affirmations. Craft positive, present-tense affirmations that reflect the fulfillment of your desires. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," affirm, "I am successful and fulfilled in my career." Number 3, visualization techniques. Engage in regular visualization sessions. Close your eyes and vividly imagine scenes where your desires have already manifested. One of the biggest challenges people face when implementing these practices is properly visualizing their assumption. Goddard often emphasized the effectiveness of experiencing visualizations from a first-person point of view. When you visualize, see the world through your own eyes, immersing yourself in the details and emotions of the assumed reality. Rather than focusing on the process, see yourself living the life you desire, be it financial abundance, a fulfilling relationship, or career success. Visualize the end scene vividly. Number 4, first-person perspective. When visualizing, adopt a first-person perspective. See the world through your own eyes in the scenes you imagine. This personalizes the experience and makes it more immersive. Number 5, feeling is the secret. Focus on the emotional component of your assumptions. Feel the emotions associated with the fulfillment of your desires. The more genuine and intense the emotions, the more effective the assumption will be. Feeling is the vibrational language that communicates with the universe. Goddard emphasized that it is not just about thinking of your desire but feeling as if your desire has already been fulfilled. This can be difficult for many to grasp, not because it is complicated, but simply because it seems a bit inadequate, disappointing if you prefer. If you desire financial abundance, feel the joy and security that financial freedom brings. If you seek love, immerse yourself in the warmth and fulfillment of being loved. Your feelings are the magnet that draws your assumptions into your lived reality. Feeling is not just a side effect of assumption, it is the secret ingredient that catalyzes the manifestation process. Number 6. Create a mental script. Develop a mental script or story that narrates your life as you wish it to be. Imagine each scene with clarity and write the dialogue and events as if they are happening in the present moment. Number 7. Live from the end. Embrace the concept of living from the end. Act as if your desires have already been realized. Make decisions and take actions based on the assumption that your desired reality is your current reality. Number 8. Consistency and repetition. Consistency is crucial. Repeat your affirmations and engage in visualizations regularly. Consistent reinforcement strengthens the neural pathways associated with your assumptions. Consistent assumption is the beating heart of the law of assumption. It is not a fleeting thought or a momentary belief, it is a sustained and unwavering commitment to the assumption that your desires are on their way to manifesting. Goddard emphasized that persistence is not about desperation or anxious waiting, it is about confidently and persistently assuming the feeling of the desire being fulfilled, even in the face of external circumstances that may suggest otherwise. Number 9. Positive self-talk. Monitor your internal dialogue. Sometimes, that little voice in your head can be getting in the way. Perhaps it says you cannot do certain things or be certain things. Perhaps it says you are not good enough or worthy enough. Whatever the case, you must strive to replace negative or doubtful thoughts with positive affirmations that support your conscious assumptions. Positive self-talk reinforces your desired beliefs. Number 10. Detachment from the means. Detach from attachment to specific ways or means by which your desires will manifest. Trust the universe to bring the fulfillment of your assumptions in ways that may surpass your current understanding. Goddard emphasized the importance of detaching from the how of manifestation. This principle involves trusting that the universe will orchestrate the means to fulfill your assumptions, often in ways beyond your immediate comprehension. It is important to note that this detachment is not indifference but a deep trust in the inherent intelligence of the universe. It allows the unfolding of your assumptions in ways that may exceed your initial expectations. Number 11. Reflect and revise. Regularly reflect on your assumptions. If you notice any conflicting thoughts or beliefs, revise them to align with your desired reality. Revision is a powerful tool for shaping your assumptions. Goddard introduced the concept of revising assumptions as a powerful tool in the law of assumption. If your current assumptions do not align with your desires, you have the creative ability to revise and redirect your mental focus. Revision involves looking back at assumptions, events, or past experiences and altering them in your mind. By revising how you perceive the past, you reshape its impact on your present and future. Remember, the goal is always to create the best possible life for yourself. And finally, number 12, express gratitude. Cultivate gratitude for the assumed manifestations as if they have already occurred. Gratitude aligns your energy with a positive frequency, reinforcing the power of your assumptions. Imagine all this as writing the script of your life. Instead of letting the plot unfold randomly, you become the author, consciously directing the narrative. This requires heightened awareness and a commitment to engaging with your desires on a conscious level. Goddard emphasized that consciousness is the linchpin in the law of assumption. The more conscious and intentional your assumptions, the deeper the impact on your reality. Embarking on the journey of the law of assumption can be met with skepticism and challenges. Now that we have explored the fundamental principles of the law of assumption and practical steps for implementation, let's address a crucial aspect: overcoming doubts and challenges on the manifestation journey. To deal with skepticism, you must first acknowledge common doubts. It is natural to harbor doubts about a principle as transformative as the law of assumption. Common doubts may include questioning the validity of assumptions, doubting the practicality of manifestation, or skepticism about the role of emotions. How to see beyond this? Well, first you must recognize this concept as an active engagement with the universe. By assuming a desired reality, you are sending powerful signals that influence the unfolding of events. You are informing the universe that you are not only aware of the possibilities but also ready. The law of assumption is also not a niche concept, it is a universal principle that transcends individual beliefs. Countless testimonials from diverse backgrounds attest to its effectiveness. People have witnessed transformative changes by consciously assuming the reality they wish to experience. Therefore, the concept also harnesses the power of emotional alignment. Emotions play a crucial role in the manifestation process. The law of assumption recognizes that emotions are not merely reactions but powerful forces that shape our reality. By aligning your emotions with the assumed reality, you create a vibrational match that attracts your desires. Now, we cannot overemphasize the role of consistency and patience in this journey you are about to embark on. The law of assumption is not a quick fix, it is a journey. Consistent and persistent assumption is the key to unlocking the manifestation process. Doubts may arise, but persistence in the assumption acts as a steady beacon, guiding through the challenges. Most importantly, you must learn to set realistic expectations. Patience is the companion of persistence. Manifestation does not always follow our expected timelines. Encourage a realistic view of the manifestation journey, understanding that the universe operates in its own divine timing. The law of assumption is not about instant gratification, it is about unwavering trust and belief. Ultimately, this law and its principles have the power to change your life if you so choose. Start right now by reflecting and truly seeing your life in its entirety. What do you desire, and how can you assume that reality to facilitate it actually happening? We hope you have some answers after watching this video. If you enjoyed watching and would like to learn more about this, be sure to like the video, share it, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.